Hello, viewers of the National Television. Welcome to this English News Edition. I'm Fabian Yunizige. Here are top stories. The private sector should invest in a partnership with the public sector to implement citizens' digital expectations in the Central African community. In Maxbad, Prime Minister Nestor Nahonouye at the official opening of the Forum of Internet Governance. In an effort to promote the peaceful resolution of conflicts and strengthen trust between the administration and citizens, the Ombudsman's office officially launched the National Complaints Management Strategy this Tuesday. Those are headlines. Details now. In Addis Ababa, some participants at the African Union Summit of Heads of State and the Government expressed their optimism regarding President Evariste Ndayishimiye's ability to address Africa's challenges. They asked him to place particular emphasis on establishing a common market and a visa-free travel for all African countries. Follow one of them.
Yeah. Secondly, the issue of non-tariff barriers, addressing the issue of non-tariff barriers. Yes, most of the African countries produce quite a number of goods and services. We have now, most of the African countries have gone a step to do value addition on the products that we produce in our countries. But now, the local market in each partner state cannot be enough. We need to widen the market, and this is provided for under the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. So we look forward to his leadership, persuading other leaders to be able to address the issue of non-tariff barriers, open markets, widen the markets for African products to find their footing on the different markets. Of course, his tenure is a one-year tenure. We may not expect 1,000 achievements in that span of a year, but the issue of youth unemployment is critical. We know President Evariste Ndayishimiye as a champion, okay, of the voice of the youth on the continent. So we look forward to him continuing to champion the same, advocate for youth unemployment, so that can be addressed by different partner states.
As I said, the Prime Minister Nestor Nahonouye called on the private sector to invest in a partnership with the public sector to fulfill citizens' digital expectations in the Central African community, given the important role the digital sector plays in the development of various sectors in the sub-region. He made this statement on Tuesday during official opening of forum dedicated to internet governance. Marius Mohigwe for more details.
The second day of this forum being held in the capital Bujumbura on the use of digital technology in governance was officially opened by Prime Minister Nestor Nahonouye alongside with the President of the Central African States as well as the Minister in charge of Finance and Digital Economy. In his speech, the minister responsible for digital economy indicated that this ministry pays a particular attention to the challenges faced by the youth in developing projects through new technologies, namely artificial intelligence and blockchain, as well as capacity building and other initiatives. To this issue, Alendi Kumana called on the private sector to collaborate with the government in order to support these efforts. On his part, Ezekiel Nibigira, the president of the Economic Community for Central African State Commission, stated that in this region of Africa, the rate of the use of digital technologies remains low. As far as Burundi Prime Minister is concerned, Nestor Nahonouye emphasized that the government has already undertaken numerous actions in the field of digital technology, although challenges persist. He named cyber security, the lack of internet in the rural areas, to name as a few. Speakers also particularly stressed on the need to harmonize regulations and legislation in order to build trust and ensure the security of regional digital identity, with the aim of formulating recommendations to be implemented by decision makers. in the economic community for Central African states member countries.
In an effort to promote a community based on conflict resolution and strengthen trust between the administration and the citizens, the Burundi Ombudsman's office officially launched the National Compliance Management Strategy this Tuesday. The Burundian Ombudsman urged public administration representatives to integrate this strategy into their daily practice. Jivan Daishimie for more details.
During this workshop marking the official launch of the National Complaints Management Strategy, the Ombudsman of the Republic of Burundi, Emerantini Kanyana, recorded that this reference document is intended to guide and inspire all administrations, public and private, in the achievement of their missions. Its main objective is to improve complaint handling mechanism in order to better respond to the population's needs in terms of right and justice. As highlighted by Emerantini Kanyana, these will contribute a lot in the achievement of the national vision: Burundi, an emerging country by 2040, developed country by 2060. For her part, the UNICEF representative in Burundi, France Bejean, emphasized that this strategy will provide institutions with a common framework that promotes a transparent, fair and harmonized approach to complaints management. Following the presentation of the summary of the document, participants unanimously welcomed the initiative of the Office of the Ombudsman. They view it as an important level for strengthening community justice and reinforced the role of local notables in the prevention and the resolution of conflicts at the grassroots level. The launch ceremony of the National Complaint Management Strategy brought together representatives from the Prime Minister's office, the Vice Presidency, both chambers of Parliament, several ministerial institutions, as well as the Governor of Butanyerera Province and delegates from other provinces. Also in attendance were civil society actors, development partners, and many other guests, reflecting broad collective support for this structuring initiative aimed at strengthening governance and the law in Burundi.
Administrative officials in general and those of the CNDD-FDD party in particular in the commune of Mwaro, Kitega province, are urged to have a confidence in themselves and the committed to protecting agricultural land. This call was made by Reverend Kurio, Secretary General of the ruling party, this Tuesday in Kibumbu during a meeting with these officials. LC Kamkama has the story.
It is this atmosphere that marked the welcome of the Secretary General of the CNDD-FDD party, Reverend Kurio, when he was visiting Mwaro commune of Kitega province. This commune is the 11th that he visits as a part of a series of descents that he is carrying out in all the communes of the country after the extraordinary Congress of the CNDD-FDD party, which took place in January. Reverend Kurio was accompanied by certain national secretaries within the CNDD-FDD party. The secretary of the CNDD-FDD party in the commune of Mwaro presented the activities already carried out, and his latest mainly concern the accession of new members within the CNDD-FDD party, monitoring party fields and those of members, the construction of houses for vulnerable people and veterans, the tracing and the rehabilitation of roads, hygiene awareness, as well as other development activities. In a teaching on leadership given by the Reverend Pastor Pierre Claver Ndaisenga, he insisted on the essential points which characterize a good leader, in particular respect God, respect the people we work with, and also respect the mission entrusted. Administrative leaders were therefore called to be a model and a light for others. During an exchange with these administrators, the Secretary General of the CNDD-FDD party, Reverend Kurio, asked them to have a confidence in themselves. He recalled that even our ancestors achieved many things without having been at school. He also encouraged them to protect agricultural land, in particular by drawing contour lines to fight against erosion.
And to end this news in our series of Respecting Public Property, we will be discussing the visit of the Director General of OBUHA, French acronym, to Karamahi, located in the Rubiris area of Nahangwa Commune, Bujumbura Province. The purpose of the visit was to inspect a construction work carried out by a local resident. Jiva Daishimi for more details.
We are in Karama neighborhood located in the Rubirizi zone, Hangwa commune, Bujumbura province. This neighborhood is situated on a hill overlooking other quarters of the city of Bujumbura. On this hill, a citizen is carrying out quarry extraction activities that are considered dangerous by the local resident. According to the head of Rubirizi zone, Jean-Baptiste Mizero, the population says it is threatened by these activities, particularly due to the runoff water from the excavated basins. When this water overflows, it destroys houses located downhill. He further explains that the site owner has already been contacted and advised several times, but without any positive outcome. Jean-Baptiste Mizero is calling for suspension of these activities so that preliminary studies can first be conducted. He also requests that the extracted stones and the soil be transported to a control site for examination in order to verify whether they may be valuable materials being transported. This situation prompted the Commissioner General of Obuha to personally visit the hill with the aim of finding a solution in favor of the resident. Leonidas Liligira indicated that the owner had obtained an environmental compliance certificate for rehabilitation works on the quarry site, but instead chose to exploit it. This visit therefore aimed to issue a strong appeal to the operator to comply with the recommendations already outlined in the work suspension order and to establish as soon as possible a plan showing overall orientation of the ongoing activities on the site and how the already damaged areas will be rehabilitated. He added it should be noted that in addition to houses built on the site, there are also high voltage electricity poles affected by these activities. Moreover, unstable stones have been observed which could cause accidents.
Well, end of this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. Bye bye.